Hey everybody, the Banga is back. Welcome to part 49 of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, let's move on to Destiny's Will, which is basically Will Smith's alternative to Destiny's Child. Except not. Yusei rushed to meet Roman, the leader of the Dark Signers and Rex Goodwin's brother. Yusei is about to meet the big dog, Roman Reigns. Yusei thought this would be their final showdown. I'm glad you made it. I thought you would be too torn up over what you did to your friend. What I did? Kalen chose his own path. I'm not responsible for him. If anyone's to blame, it's you, Roman. You took advantage of a messed up kid. There's no need to get worked up. I wasn't blaming you. We all did exactly what Destiny wanted us to do. You were meant to destroy your friend, just as I was meant to destroy your father. My father? How fascinating that the signer hoping to defeat me is Professor Fudo's son. You're up against a force you can't begin to comprehend. A force awoken by your father. 20 years ago, your father discovered planetary particles. These particles act like planetary gears, binding otherwise unrelated particles to one another. Your father's team began conducting experiments using planetary particles to build and manipulate greater molecular structures. This led to the discovery of Ener-D and the creation of the Ener-D reactor. That's when Rex and I joined his team as research assistants. Everyone was excited about the possibilities the reactor was presenting. The research was proceeding smoothly, until that fateful day. Every time we conducted a test with the Ener-D reactor, unusual weather events descended on New Domino City. Worried, the professor wanted to put a stop to the experiments and shut the reactor down. I wasn't happy to say the least, so I did some investigating. I discovered that in the far-off Nazca lines, similar weather conditions were happening at the same time as our tests. So I decided to journey to the Nazca lines to find out as much information as I could. I learned of a local legend where every 5,000 years, powerful spirits rise up and battle there. The Nazca lines were said to be evil spirits that were sealed away, defeated by the Great Dragon during their last battle. I drove out to see these lines for myself where I met a man from Iliaster. Iliaster? He somehow knew of the Ener-D experiments and said they needed to continue. That's when I heard something unexplainable. It wasn't a voice like me talking to you. It wasn't words. The voice made me understand that the Ener-D reactor had the power to break the seals of the Nazca lines and release the Army of Shadows. It was Destiny's instrument, and the voice convinced me that I was the one to play it. I ousted Professor Fudo and destroyed the Ener-D reactor, leading to Zero Reverse, a cataclysm so devastating that it split New Domino City in two and opened the door to the Netherworld. So the history books were wrong. It wasn't my father's fault that the city was destroyed. No, Yusei. Your father was a self-righteous boor who couldn't see the magnificence of the Ener-D reactor. He was a failure, and you will be too. For I shall resurrect the king of the Netherworld. That was a long-winded conversation that did open up a lot of backstory, especially about Yusei's dad. Alright, so we're taking on Roman Goodwin. He's got a bit of a rectangular head. Alright, let's see what I'm up against here. Wow, that's giving me a lot to go on. There's a quick draw synchron. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one monster from your hand to the graveyard. For a synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any one synchron tuner monster. Cannot be used as a synchro material except for the synchro summon of a monster that lists a synchron monster as a tuner. So that obviously excludes Stardust Dragon. But I can get in Nitro Warrior, Junk Warrior, because they require synchrons. so I can just add a Synchron Tuner from my deck to my hand right away as well. Okay, if I do Quick Draw Synchron right now, send a card to the graveyard, I can do Quillbolt, so I can actually special summon him back. Level Eater. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one level 5 or higher monster you control, reduce its level by 1, and if you do, special summon this card. This face-up card on the field cannot be attributed except for a tribute summon. I think it wanted me to just do that. Let me go bring Quillbolt back. So if I understand the effect right, I can use this as a substitute and get a Nitro Synchron, and that seems to be how that shit's about to go down. Yep, because I can substitute it as Nitro Synchron instead. Yeah, let's do it. And I didn't even get to do my normal summon yet. How about that? I'll also play Tuning to possibly get another Quick Draw Synchron to my hand. And it added, I think it was a Level Eater to the graveyard. Wait, activate card effect. Okay, this card's in your graveyard. You can target one level 5 or higher monster control, reduce level by 1. If you do, special summon this card. Wait, if I do that... Level Eater is not a tuner, unfortunately. And I can't just do it to bring in a Stardust Dragon. I got some convoluted moves here. I can special summon this again! Let me go with a Level Eater. Let's just do something completely buck wild. Look at this. I'll just do my regular summon now. Go with Level Eater. For some reason I can't Synchro Summon yet. I guess I just need... Do I need another level? Yeah, I'll just do that. I can lower Nitro Warrior's level. I don't see there's any reason not to. And now I can bring in something else. I mean, I don't need 2 Nitro Warriors at the same time. This move took 500 years to do. This is so stupid that it works. Unfortunately, I can't just get in a Stardust Dragon this way. Tribute 1 Synchro Summon monster you control. You do not take any damage till the end phase of the next turn. I mean, sure, I guess. Let me look at this again. If this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, after damage calculation, you can target 1 face-up defense position monster your opponent controls, change that target to a defense attack position, then this card can make a second attack in a row on that monster. Howling Insect. Spider. When this card destroys an opponent's defense position monster by battle, you can select and special summon 1... Okay, well, I'm not gonna let that happen. For all that, I only got to do 700 points of damage. Yay me. Dark Resonator. You know what, I'll let you do that. I didn't want to tribute any of my Synchro monsters. I'll go with Junk Synchron again. Hold on, let me look at this. One tuner, one more non-tuner monster. I can get Stardust Dragon out this way. So I will. That means I gotta get rid of this. And I gotta get rid of Junk Warrior. We did all that and finally got Stardust Dragon out in the field. So I feel good about that. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Good thing I'm attacking twice. That was an easy lot of damage to do. There's no sense to bother an attack with the level leader. Its attack is a little too low. Spider Web? Oh, that effect looks pretty nasty. If a monster declares an attack, it is changed to defense position at the end of the damage step. It cannot change its battle position until the end phase of its controller's next turn, while this card remains on the field. Oh, that just sucks. And this only has like 1800 defense. Oh, I should have just went to my battle phase there by switching this to attack mode. Well, I can't change my mind now. Oh, it's a Dark Resonator. That kinda sucks. Maybe Synchro Barrier may not be a bad move after all, if I end up losing one of these. Dark Bug? Is this for a Synchro Summon? I don't know. That's gonna buy him a lot of time. So I gotta get rid of that Spider Web somehow. Okay, well he can attack with these. But I fear that he'll have the opportunity for a Synchro Summon real soon. Dark Spider? Once per turn, you can increase the level of one face-up insect-type monster you control by 2 until the end phase. Okay, during your opponent's turn, at damage calculation, make the battle damage you take from this battle 0, then you can add one warrior-type monster tuner with 1500 or less defense from your graveyard to your hand. That may not be a bad move to do, actually. Let me switch them all to attack mode. Okay, let's look at this. If this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster of a battle, after damage calculation, you can target one face-up defense position monster your opponent controls, change that target to attack position, then this card can make a second attack in a row on that monster. I think I have a plan for this. It'll probably do good to get rid of that Dark Bug. Get rid of the Dark Spider first. Activate the effect of Nitro Warrior, so I can actually make a second attack without going in defense position. Never mind, but I set up Stardust Dragon to get the win. used spider web against him. Well, except not really. It was actually Nitro Warrior's effect that saved my ass. You really think it's over? Unless you defeat all the Dark Signers by sunset, the King of the Netherworld will still resurrect. Okay, so we got a time limit to do this. Shadows of Doubt. I think we have time for one more duel. I've been waiting for you, Jackie. No, you can't be a Dark Signer. But I am. Carly, who did this to you? Who, Jack? You must be joking. The answer is so obvious. You are the one responsible. No, you're mistaken. I'm the one who's trying to save you. Please. You chose to cut me off because you thought I was one of the paparazzi. That's not true. I kept you at a distance because I didn't want you to get hurt. Well, you failed. And now it's my turn to even the score. Ah, the irony. Before, I was chasing after you and hanging off your every word. But now, things have gone full circle. You are now the desperate one. That's right. Desperate to get the old Carly back. There's no way I'll be denied. Alright, so I'm actually playing as Jack Atlas this time, taking on Carly, who's a Dark Signer. Alright, I should be in for one hell of a fight. But at least I have a pretty cool synchro monster as an ace. That is, if I can use it. Ooh, I also have a Majestic Dragon. Okay, I didn't know I was facing Odeon. Look at that back row. Red Dragon, Archfiend, Majestic Red Dragon. Oh boy, look at this guy. After damage calculation... Oh, cannot be destroyed by card effects either. After damage calculation, if this card attacks, destroy all defense position monsters on the field. Once per turn, you can target one face-off monster your opponent controls, negate its effect, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. These changes last until the end of this turn. During the end phase, target one Red Dragon Archfiend in your graveyard, return this card from the field to the extra deck, then special summon that target. So after damage calculation, if this card attacks the defense position monster your opponent controls, destroy all defense position monsters your opponent controls. During your end phase, destroy all other monsters you control that did not declare an attack this turn. This card must be face up, blah blah blah. I like to get that guy out now. Resonator Call. Add one Resonator monster from your deck to your hand. You might as well do that now. Clock Resonator. Once per turn, this face-up defense position monster cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. There's also Dark Resonator. Once per turn, cannot be destroyed by battle. I think that's what I want. I'll go with Dark Resonator. Ooh, what's this? Jester Confit, or Confi. You can special summon this card from your hand in face-up attack position. If you do, return this card and one face-up monster your opponent controls to the hand during the end phase of your opponent's next turn. You can only control one face-up Jester Confi. I guess I'll just do that now. Too bad it has like 0 attack points. Okay, Space Gate. Each time a monster your opponent controls attacks or is attacked, place one gate counter on this card at the end of the damage step. During your main phase, you can send this card to the graveyard, special summon one monster from your hand whose level is less than or equal to the number of gate counters on this card. Okay. Cannot be used. Alright, I'm gonna need like maybe plenty of monsters. Like I'm thinking Red Dragon Archfiend, and this, along with Majestic Dragon, will get me what I need. So I don't know what our back row is like, but I need to start doing some attacks. Fiendish Chain. Alright. Huh, I wanted to see if she would just like activate a trap card on a 0 attack point monster. So, this guy will be destroyed in one attack, unfortunately. Oh, I might need Space Gate face down, too. Fortune Lady Wind. Wow! Alright. I see how it is. I think I'll pass on activating Call of the Haunted right now. Mad Archfiend! If this card attacks a defense position monster, do piercing damage. If this face-up attack is targeted for an attack, change it to defense position. Yeah, Mad Archfiend is definitely going to be helpful. Bending Destiny? If the only face-up monsters you control are Fortune Lady monsters, you can activate this card. Negate the activation of a spell or trap card, or the normal summon of a monster, and banish that card. The card removed from play by this effect is returned to its owner's hand during the end phase. Well, at least I get to bring it back. But this guy is gonna go up to 1200 real soon. And that sucks. I got nothing I can just bring back that's gonna be powerful. Alright, well, at least I get a Mad Archfiend back. But I can't take too much time. Hold on. If I do this, just do a summon, and then I'll special summon this. Oh yeah! We get Red Dragon Archfiend back. Ready to go. Wait a minute. I have a play! Oh, no I don't, because I already used my normal summon. Well, next turn, I'll use Call of the Haunted to bring back the Jester, bring in Majestic Dragon, and then we go buck wild. Please don't negate this. You're an ass, you know that, right? Technically, I declared an attack. I might need a second Call of the Haunted down, just in case I still get destroyed. Oh, that negates that, too! Future Visions! Oh, I hate that card so much! Okay, it's only normal summoned. It doesn't affect special summons. Oh, but it'll affect this. And this can't attack either. I guess I'll just do my regular summon now. And when it comes back, it's fair game. What's it at right now? 1500? Do I have anything I can beat that still? Yeah, Mad Archfiend. Surely you don't have 3 Fiendish Chains at the same time. Thank God! Because that would have sucked way too much. Fortune Lady Fire. Oh well. This gets to come back. Then I'll use Call of the Haunted to bring in this guy. And Future Visions does not banish special summons! Not to mention, when my Red Dragon Archfiend comes back, it won't get negated anymore. Because the Phoenix Chain will be gone. Well, it's not affecting me, so... Cannot destroy by card effects, so there you go. Luckily, this is not in defense position. Okay. Once per battle phase, if this card attacks a defense position monster, it can make a second attack in a row. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage... I think I'll just bring you out, because you'll be ready for next turn. There. Now things are looking real good. This monster is no longer bound by Fiendish Chain. So come at me, biatch. I mean, good for you. $1,600, $600. Okay, that's fine. What is this? Ogre of the Scarlet Sorrow. During your opponent's turn, when an opponent declares a second direct attack during the same battle phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. When you do, this card's attack and defense becomes equal to the attack and defense of the first monster that attacked directly this turn. If it is still face up on the field, the turn this card is special summoned with this effect, your opponent cannot select monsters other than this card as an attack target while this card is face up on the field. So I should probably keep this in my hand. Alright, if everything goes according to plan, we'll win. You ass. I'm kind of glad you actually died. I really am. It's only been turn 13 and she got 3 Fiendish Chains out. Come on! This is bad. I would laugh if she had like a 4th Fiendish Chain. Just for no reason. There! Looks good on ya! Carly! Carly! Just hang in there, Carly. You hear me? Yes, Jack. I hear you. You're going to make it through this. I know, Jack. I will. But not here. I'm going to do whatever it takes to bring you back. I'll never give up hope. And I'll never stop fighting for you, Carly. I know, Jack. That's why you're my #1. Now then, I'm afraid that it's time I get going. Goodbye, Jack. I won't ever forget everything that you did for me. Aww, such a touching moment. Alright, next episode, we're going to move on to Truth and Consequences. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.